So I've started my book on how to go from idea to TEDx stage. Thank you so much for all the great feedback so far to the first vlog that I put out, and it definitely gave me a much better understanding of some of the challenges and particularly how people articulate them and what they'd like me to address. But before I dive into my solutions, I thought I'd do a little bit more research. So for today's vlog, I'm going to be meeting 3 of the previous TEDxFolkestone speakers to find out about their experience of refining their idea and delivering a TEDx talk. M20, Operation Brock. So I have got plans to speak to loads of different speakers, so I'd love to hear the questions that you would like me to ask them. But first up today, I'm going to meet Sophie, Tim and Britt. Hello! How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
So Sophie, thank you very much for helping me out and getting involved. Why did you want to support and have an interview?
I think part of the process of the TED Talk is just as impactful as the message that you say. And so the refining bit for me actually was quite a key part of what I do in my business, actually who I am and what I believe in. So I felt quite passionately about this journey. And if I can share my journey and others that are involved in TED can share theirs, it might make quite a big difference to other people. So that's why I wanted to be part of this.
Thank you very much, Britt, for letting me interview you about my book. Can you tell me, please, why did you want to get involved? Why are you helping me out?
Oh, I'm really nosy. No, I wanted to help because I had such a brilliant time doing the process. I had a fantastic time being a TEDx speaker, and anything that I can say to help you, to help the next wave of speakers, to help everyone, then the more I will do, because I feel very, very grateful to having been part of the process. So it's kind of my way of giving back.
Oh, thank you. At the very beginning, way back, what was your biggest challenge?
Having the confidence in myself to think that I could do a TEDx talk. That took me quite a while. That was a big challenge and one that I successfully got over.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What would be the one thing that you would have liked to have, or that you think would have really helped you, be it a tool or resource or a tip back then?
I guess I have too many things in my head. So I like step guides and kind of processes or methodologies that say, right, you do this bit first, then you do that bit first, because then it helps me clear the way through all the other stuff that's trying to distract me. Even with ideas, distracting me of ideas and different paths to go down. So I think the one thing that I would really have loved when I was doing my TED Talk was almost a guide that said, think about this bit first, then think about that bit, and then do this bit. Almost like a universal script that we could all follow, but you just insert our idea and our points into. Or even a variety of those types of scripts to choose from, but that would have been so much more helpful because I felt like I had to define that bit first and then put the ideas on top. Okay. So I could have taken out a layer of my processing, I guess, if I hadn't have had to do that.
I've just got home and wow, what great insights and really inspiring chats with Sophie, Britt and Tim. I mean, I think already what I've learned from them is getting me thinking, okay, this could be really interesting, and different ways of putting this book and putting this idea across. So a massive thank you to them. If you want to go watch their talks, I'll put the links in the bio if you want to jump ahead and go watch them now. But equally, I've still got loads of TEDx speakers to speak to find out their experience. So what do you think I should be asking the speakers? If you had them in front of you, what would you want to learn? I'd also love to know if you agree with Sophie and Britt in terms of what their key challenges were and what would have helped them. Would that help you? What would help you go from idea to TEDx stage? Let me know in the comments below.